Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Cosmic Haven Tarot. I'm Callie, here to give you a full moon solar eclipse reading. So, our solar eclipse is on September 7th in the evening into September 8th, which is my birthday. So, yay! And this is a full moon in Pisces, by the way. So, if you're feeling extra emotional, don't worry, it's just because this full moon is in a solar eclipse in Pisces. We got to love our Pisces, okay? We have to emote even if we don't like that discomfort. We just sometimes we gotta cry it out, and that's okay. So if you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications. Also, I will be at Oracle's Apothecary this Thursday, so September 4th from noon to 6. If you want to stop by for a reading, I'll drop that link below. And then I will be at the Healing Runway at the Lansing Shuffle, doing my cards, doing my Reiki from 3 to 9. So stop out. It's for mental health. It's for, raising awareness about our needs and how we can heal and move past a lot of trauma, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. All right. So I am super excited about that. There's going to be a variety of vendors there. Obviously, it's a healing runway, so there's going to be a runway show. I'm so excited to see that. So come on out to that and even just like experience it. Say hi. I'll have some goodies for people too. So let's see what is happening for this full moon in Virgo. And we are using the mystical manga. So we have got the Judgment card right off the bat. So this is like a call. You have a choice, all right? You can either keep going through the same cycles, keep doing what you're doing, and just slamming yourself into a wall over and over again, or you can move forward by releasing and letting go of a lot of stuff that does not serve you. And by a lot of stuff, I mean people, okay? So there are some people, and they don't feel very close. They feel like cobwebs in the corner, okay? That you just need to clear out. You need to do some dusting. And Virgo seasons are all about cleaning and dusting. We love to dust. I literally just deep clean. So this is really, and it feels like patience is needed for the things to materialize. However, the things you are planting on the seeds you are trying to manifest are dealing with some parasites, okay? So this is the Seven of Pentacles. They're dealing with some parasites. They're dealing with some not very good soil as well. So really make sure you are planting seeds in an optimal place for you, picking and choosing what you are pouring your energy into. So like, and this feels like for some of you relationships. So are you planting seeds into a relationship that's just going to be a weed? Make sure that it's not going to be a weed, okay? We want healthy relationships. So this is really going to be about analyzing and seeing like, okay, is this an optimal relationship with me? And it feels romantic, but it can also be friends. Should I keep pouring my cup into this, or is there growth happening here? So looking at areas of your life and being like, okay, where is this just not working? Where is this just not growing? And releasing those aspects that aren't growing. This is weeding your garden, all right? And you can even like do a meditation and imagine yourself in a garden, visualize yourself in a garden and being like, oh, there's a weed in the tomato area. Let me pull out some weeds. There's some insects here. Let me get my natural organic spray, whatever you get. I'm not a gardener, okay? I have not in a long time. Let me cleanse these leaves and make sure there's no parasites on them. Oh, we need fertilizer. Where do I fertilize? All right, where do I pick my crops? So you can do a meditation on that. That's actually highly recommended, and it's great. But really, once you start visualizing yourself removing these issues within your garden of life, then you can physically in this material plane remove those a lot easier, all right? But it's really about pulling out some weeds, because that's and planting in good things, because some of these things are just rotten or dry or barren. So we've got this Three of Wands, and this is about exploring possibilities and exploring where you can connect and where you can set your foundation, all right, and really find peace and joy. So you're looking beyond your current circumstances. You've really got to visualize beyond what is better than this, okay? And finding that and moving forward, even like if your current, some of you might be trapped in some circumstances. So even if your current circumstances are not optimal, being able to visualize a world beyond that and asking spirit to guide you. So for some of you, this might be for the next few months, it feels like this eclipse is going to hit you for the next 6 months. And it might be very tumultuous, very life changing for you in these next 6 months. All right, so just bear with it. Keep looking beyond your current circumstances. Some of you might be moving too. So be prepared for that. Like, the environment you currently reside in is not great for your well being anymore. So you might be moving. And then we've got this Five of Pentacles. So, like, guys, there's abundance right here. You're so busy dwelling on your sadness. And it feels like for the month of September, some of you might be dwelling on this sadness before you can see, like, oh, there is abundance, there is a way out. So really working with this sense of being trapped. For some of you, it feels like you guys really feel like you're trapped and you feel like you really have no choice but to stay with the circumstances, stay with the cards you're dealt. But like, I've not played Texas Hold'em in a while, but you can get rid of cards in Texas Hold'em if you do not like the cards. Or maybe that's 5 card poker. All right, who knows? But you can exchange and move forward, all right? And then we've got this Page of Coins. So the Page of Coins, like some of you just aren't listening to the messages and not getting the hints or seeing the synchronicities and seeing the possibilities and the connections you could have if you got out of your own way. So a lot of you, and this is a lot of pentacles, so a lot of you are so ingrained in the material world, so focused on the material world, that you're not seeing that there's a divine connection, and they're showing you the way out. And they are even giving you physical manifestations of that way out. So somebody might be like, okay, well, there's this job opportunity, and you're not taking it because it's like, what if this happens? What if my car gets wrecked? What if I don't get the benefits I want? Trust these opportunities. Say yes, tap in, meditate, and be like, okay, aside from all these fears, is this the right opportunity for me? And listen to your body, listen to your intuition, okay? Some of you might need to take intuition courses. That was just a message. So some of you might not know how to tap into your intuition, and that's the problem. So look in your area. I'm sure, look up metaphysical shops and see if you can take some intuition courses so you can learn to trust yourself and build that bond with yourself. And then this is strength. So this feels like it's emerging between practicality and visualizing, imagining a better future for yourself. So yes, there is this practical sense within you, but there's also this creative energy that wants to take a risk and move forward. And it's time to merge those two and work with them in harmony and realize that taking risks is okay. Realizing that taking a leap is completely fine, and that practical sense will actually gear up and adjust for when you take that leap, so you can take it in a way that is really safe for you. All right, so it's like a cushiony fall when you get into that alignment. But it's really being able to move forward and being like, you know what, screw it. I've tried to have these healthy relationships. I've tried to cultivate this sense of healing and harmony between you, and especially it's saying between you and me. So it's you and this other person. It's not working. I feel like I'm constantly stuck. I feel like I'm putting in all the weight. I feel like I'm doing everything, and I'm not getting back the energy that I should be receiving. I'm not getting back equal energy. It's not balanced. And so now I've got to strengthen myself. Now I've got to move forward without you. Okay? Now I've got to move forward without you, and this is terrifying to me. Some of you might, like, I feel like some of you are just really leaving toxic relationships, okay? I feel like some of you are leaving really toxic relationships and circumstances that just don't serve you. So be very patient and very calm with yourself. And then also, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself and speak for yourself, really advocating for yourself, especially advocating for yourself. Some of these people are not worth arguing with. Just say, this is the way it's going to be from now on. I'm moving on. And that's it. That's all you can give them, because some of them just really don't get it. And they're going to keep arguing with you, and they're going to keep gaslighting you and putting all their issues on you and making you feel like you're the bad guy when you're not the bad guy in this situation, all right? The lovers in reverse, this feels like whenever you try to speak up for yourself, it feels like they twist your words and make you the bad guy, the scapegoat. They're gaslighting you, okay? And so really take time to set these boundaries, detach and love on yourself, okay? This lovers in reverse, it feels like more of a withdrawal of your energy and a focusing on yourself and an integrating and learning that it's best right now to be on your own and to focus on your own self-interest, because these people really don't care. All right, whoever this is, and some of you, this feels like a lover, they genuinely don't care. And they aren't trying to fix themselves. We've got this 10 of Wands in reverse. So this is really the fear of having to go at it alone, the fear of moving forward alone. And it's really learning how to be okay with that sense of loneliness and accept that sometimes it's just best to be alone for a little bit. Like, of course, we as humans need connection. However, we also need withdrawal, and we also need that time to be with ourselves and realize, like, this person is really messing with my mind. They are really actually being very abusive, and some of you, they might actually be very abusive, okay? So, also, like I like to say, we like to work with therapists. We like to work with resources. So, find your local resources to help you get out of this situation, because this might be a very abusive situation. Maybe not physically, but mentally and emotionally. We've got this seven of swords, and this is like, it feels like they're fine with you one day, and this is like that gaslighting, that narcissistic behavior. Not saying they are narcissists, because I cannot diagnose anybody, but they might have these tendencies. So really being like, oh, okay, we'll be nice today, I love you, and then they're just withdrawing that energy and being like, okay, you're actually the worst, and this is all your fault, and you're doing this, this, and this, and so they only want love on their terms. That's what I'm getting. They only want it if it's comfortable for them, and it's time to move past that, and it's time to really separate from that situation. This could be a finality of a relationship, honestly, during this full moon solar eclipse. And then we've got this 5 of Swords. It's really about walking away. Not even arguing, just being like, there's something that's going to click in you, and it's like, oh, I'm done. I'm moving on. This was the last straw, and I can't do it anymore. And it's like you're going to move forward and not deal with that stuff anymore. So just be prepared for that. This is all about moving on. It's going to be a very emotional, obviously, since it's in Pisces, emotional solar eclipse, but it's for your best interests in the long run. So I'm saying, like, this might affect you for the next 6 months. Expect a little bit of upheaval, a little bit of stress, a lot of crying maybe. So take care of yourself. Be gentle with yourself as you can, okay? And then we have got the victim, Saphariel, from the Angelarium Oracle deck. So the victim, well, in the New Age community, and in the spiritual community, there is a lot of like, oh, I don't want to be the victim. I don't want to play the victim. there is this acknowledgement that in some areas you are actually the victim, and it just is what it is, and it's something to move through. So acknowledge that, in certain aspects I am the victim, and how do I move beyond that? How do I move past that victimhood and learn to cope and learn to love myself again on an even deeper level, and learn how to nurture myself on an even deeper level. So that's going to be really this fall and this winter. Be prepared for that and know that it's okay to have that aspect within you. We all have that aspect within us a little bit. And denying it is just going to make things worse, because you're shaming some aspects of yourself, like, oh, why did you allow yourself to get hurt? Why did you, fall for this person? Or why did you put yourself in these situations? And there is no shame. It's just acceptance and understanding. Like, yeah, you might have put yourself in this environment that might have been unsafe. However, it was their choice to make it unsafe for you, and they have to be held accountable for that. And you have to acknowledge that, yes, they hurt you and they made you unsafe. And it's okay to take time to heal. It's okay to take time to acknowledge that pain and move through it. And that's what we want to do, because like the world is so used to holding it in and not moving through certain circumstances that a lot of people just keep coming out with their repressed energy, with their sense of shame, sense of guilt, sense of sorrow and fear, and this lack of safety, and not coping with it and not dealing with it. But you have this opportunity to move through these emotions, and not saying it's going to take, I mean, like I'm saying, the heaviest part is going to be in the first 6 months, but once you start really getting through it, it's going to get easier and it's going to get better, okay? So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful full moon. Take it easy on yourself, all right? And I hope you all have a blessed week. Take care.